Alright guys, now rolling right along in the kind of video series today is we're going to be talking about security lights, motion activated security lights. And for quite a few years now, ever since we built our shop, we don't really have a lot of wired in outside lighting. One, I don't like the idea of just wasting electricity with, the dusk to dawn, things like that. Motion activated is definitely more energy efficient. And so certainly for years I've gone these like eye zooms. They have a little solar panel on the top. They've got a motion sensor, and if you can see this one, maybe we'll put in a clip. It's literally the plastic in this is just breaking apart. The UV sun of Central Oregon is absolutely brutal to plastics, and I've had a few others. This is a very similar model. It's got the solar panel up top, and the LED is a little motion detector, and these are about from $10 to $20. You can pick them up. So yes, they do show the way. They can light up a pathway, and certainly I would never call those the little light stakes with the solar on top. You can buy like a dozen for $1. Those are landscaping accent lights, and that's really kind of what I've always thought these lights to be. Yes, you can kind of see where you're going. You can get to the door. You can punch in the code. You can unlock the shop, but I wouldn't ever really consider them a security light necessarily. So when Onforu, again, not sure if I'm saying that right, approached me with their twin pack of a solar light with much more bang for your buck. Alright guys, giving you just kind of a close-up look here. There's that port for the remote. There is a nice sort of, it's plastic plexiglass screen for all the LED modules. These are the two globes, so they pick up a huge array of movement. And instead of just having one here that's basically stuck at that 180, you've got two on each side, which really picks up a tremendous amount of light. And when you fold all 5 of these forward, and again, you can tilt them, you can modify them however you want to help push that light wherever you need it to. And a decent sized little solar panel that's able to keep it charged. Now I've only had these for a couple weeks, and when you first get these out of the box, they'll say make sure that these see good 8 hours of sunlight, and that's to make sure that the internal battery is fully charged. Now my only gripe with that is I wish there was a way to have a USB input of some kind. Now that would negate maybe a little bit of the weather sealing, and so maybe possibly that's why they didn't do it. But I would love to have a way to fully charge these from the get-go. I had these out in the sun for several days, and we're still in March now, so this would have been around February that I was doing this. And definitely, with that sort of late winter sun, maybe I wasn't getting accurate light. You have some cloudy days, some not so cloudy days. And so some of the videos that I've done and some pictures that we'll talk about, I have found over the last few weeks since I filmed those that they've gotten even brighter. And I feel like those first couple days of sunshine didn't accurately put the batteries to 100%. So what you're going to look at is the old style that I had as what I considered a security light with this brink. And my biggest gripe with that is about once a year I'd replace these 4 giant D-cell batteries. Now, if you take a look at the output, I'm going to show a photo here, and I had to wind the camera down all the way to I think 1 or 2 seconds in order to get enough at like 3200 ISO to get enough output to show that lighting up the area around the shop. Now, if I input the Onforu, the exact same camera settings, you're going to see a much brighter light. It is quite incredible how bright this is. I'm very pleased with it. I'm actually very excited because they do come with a very simple remote, and what that does is not only activates the on and off, there's a little pickup sensor here in the bottom. So once you mount these, they're up at the top of your eaves or something, and you want to just kill them or turn them off or change their modes, you can do that. And so turn it off, let it get charged, something like that. So a remote is great because that way you can mount it. You don't have to get back up on a ladder and be able to control these, which is pretty much how a lot of these other systems work. So with bright sunshine, these things will last for a very long time. Now I've only had these for a short time. We will let you know if I have any fall apart or they stop working. But so far I've been really pleased with the output. Now the modes, if you will, I'll try to roll in some videos I talk. And mode 1 is basically it's all the way off. until it detects motion. And with those 2 motion globes on there, it really detected a lot earlier than I expected it to. I was trying to get close to use the remote and it was picking me up. So it instantly threw on that light, and you can see as much light is out there. Easily is more of a security light than sort of a landscape light. You can know if someone's over there, if there's deer over there, there's a prowler. You can easily see around you to both fences and my shop, which I really appreciate. Now, mode 2 is going to go down to a 10% dim. And so it's going to be more of that landscaping security light. And if you see that, that's pretty much as bright as some of these other lights were at 100%. So that 10% of the Onforu is as bright as the other ones. And then when it detects motion, it goes to 100%. And 100% again, security, lights up everything, you know what's going on, and it's really fantastic. Now the other mode is if you do just want that sort of landscape mode, you know, if you're lighting up pathways or sides of houses, if you're having a house party and people, you know, you don't want them tripping coming from the barbecue or the fire pit area back into the house, and you just want this sort of 10% area light, that's mode 3. Now I haven't really used that much, but it's nice to have in my back pocket to know that if I do need that, it's available. This is going to be kind of a short and sweet video, guys. I'll put all the information down below. This 2-pack, I believe, is $40. So it's right at that $20 a piece. And I think I'm actually going to get a couple more of these. Just because I really like the ability to turn them on and off. So if I'm leaving on vacation, I can now activate 3 more posts, potentially in the backyard where I don't need them on a day-to-day basis. But it's going to add that security level that I really appreciate. And for the price of these, you know, there isn't really a 3-pack, so I might have to buy 2 2-packs or see if they sell a single. If you're interested in hard mounting these, they have a much brighter output and much more options for you guys that are running power. Now, I haven't really wanted to cut holes in the shop, and some of the posts that I'm putting these on are going to be more of a barn location and out where I don't really want to run electricity to it. So that's where I appreciate the solar. But if you find the links, you find the company, do know that they do sell quite a bit of different versions of sort of plug-in or hardwired if you've got that ability. So if you're running outside of a barn or you already got power to that pole, they do have powered versions of that, as well as I think some those sort of accent lights, you know, if you really want to uplight and do some landscape lighting, they do have stuff like that. I'm not really interested in that. It's more of a sort of security landscaping light for me. Now, if I take you back to kind of my woodshed area, I have one of those cheap $9 ones up there. And as you can tell, I can't even really see with the exact same settings what I'm walking on necessarily. I know with my eyesight, I can just barely make it out, but the camera isn't quite catching it except for just the top of my woodshed here. I've really appreciated these so far. Like I said, I've had these for, gosh, about 3 weeks or so now, and they've been working great. So longevity, I don't really have any, you know, personal say to that. If I have any issues, I will bring that up, but I want to get this video out before summertime. Let me know if you guys have any questions. This is Wanderin' Beast signing off, and we'll see you down the road.
Thanks for all the love and support. You guys are amazing. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow the adventure on social media, and we'll see you on the road.